Hi again, everyone. So, let's start reviewing na po for the Term 1 examination. Okay, so we'll start na with grade 6. Okay, so again, our source here is from depedclub.com. So, like I always say, hindi po ito yung exact test that you will have. So, these are just practice multiple choice questions po that cover yung mga topics for Term 1. So, again, this is not the exact test that you will have. Okay, so let's have number 1. Which description correctly defines a tessellation? Okay, so again, when we say tessellation po, those are shapes that repeat to cover a surface without gaps or overlap. Okay, so dapat walang gap at overlap for it to be considered as a tessellation. So that one, it's letter C po. Okay, without gaps or overlap. So that will be your keyword. Okay, number 2. A triangle on a grid must be moved exactly 4 squares to the right while keeping the same size and orientation. So which transformation should be used? Okay, so it says here, moving exactly 4 squares to the right without changing the size. Okay, same size and same din po yung orientation natin. So for number 2, that will be translation. So once that it's sliding, okay, sliding lang yung ating image, or yung shape, so that is under po ng translation. So that will be letter A. Translation, 4 squares to the right. Next, number 3. You are creating a floor pattern that must form a tessellation and also show rotation. Which plan should you use? Okay, so you are creating a floor pattern that must form a tessellation and also show a rotation. So which plan should you use? Okay, so for this one po, number 3 will be letter D. Okay, sorry. You have to arrange equal triangles edge to edge without gaps or overlaps and rotate successive triangles around shared vertices to continue the pattern. Okay, so again, your keyword for tessellation po ay without any gaps or overlap. Next, number 4. What should be aligned before adding or subtracting decimal numbers? Okay, so when we're adding and subtracting po decimal numbers, so you have to align our decimal point. Okay, so that's the first thing we have to do. Because once na naka-align po yung decimal point natin, yung mga place value will also align na din po on that part. Okay, so it will be letter B. Number 5. Why may zeros be added as placeholders when adding or subtracting decimals? Okay, so bakit daw kailangan natin lagyan ng 0 kapag nag-add at nagsusubtract tayo ng decimal? Okay, so that helps, okay, letter C, they help align place values without changing the value of the number. Okay, so kailangan kasi meron tayong nakapantay, okay, or nakatapat dun sa ating mga numbers po. So kapag wala, you can add zeros to it. Okay, so kapag addition, walang changes, pero kapag subtraction, mahalaga po yung adding placeholders. Number 6, Lisa has 500 pesos. She buys school supplies worth 125 pesos and 75 cents and a book worth 89 pesos and 60 cents. How much money does she have left? Okay, so we have two operations here. First, kailangan natin malaman kung magkano ba yung binili ni Lisa. So we have to add 125 pesos and 75 cents with 89 pesos and 60 cents. Okay, so we got 5, 13, we got 15, 11, 2. Okay, so yung babayadan niya is 215 pesos and 35 cents. So, nagbigay siya ng 500 pesos. Okay, may 500 pesos siya. Babayadan niya ay 215.35. So, we have to subtract that. Yeah, so we got 4, 9, 9, 9, 10. We got 5. 9 minus 3 is 6. 9 minus 5 is 4, 8, and 2. So, meron pa siyang 284 pesos and 65 cents. Okay, so that is letter D. Okay, number 7. When a decimal number is multiplied by 0.01, what happens to its decimal point? Ayan, pinagtalunan to last time. Sa akin, kapag multiplication po, tapos nagpo-multiply tayo with decimals, yung movement po natin ay papunta sa left. Okay, so it moves 2 places to the left. Kasama po yung 1 when you count at papunta po siya sa left. Remember, kapag multiplication ng ating decimal po, lumiliit yung numbers natin. Kapag sa decimal natin, minumultiply. Remember, you're multiplying it with decimals, which is also a fraction. Okay, so supposedly, bababa pa yung value niya. Pero kapag multiples of tens, pataas po siya kasi you're multiplying it with a whole number. Okay, number 8. Carl says 5.7 times 0.01 is equal to 0.57. He explains that multiplying by 0.01 moves the decimal point 1 place to the left. Which judgment is correct? Ayan. Then sa number 7 natin, again, it moves our place value to the left. Okay, tapos kung kasama yung 1, okay, so it means you have to count all the place value para alam nyo kung ilan yung movement. So, it means mali si Carlo. Okay, kasi sabi niya ay nag-move lang siya ng isang decimal point. Okay, ng isang decimal place. Okay, so for number 8, it's either C or D. Okay, so kasi parehong incorrect. So, Carlo is incorrect. The decimal should move 2 places left, giving 0.057. Okay, kasi yung letter D daw ay papunta sa right. Okay, so akin kapag decimal ay papunta sa left. Which statement describes repeating non-terminating decimal? Okay, so repeating non-terminating decimal. So again, when we say non-terminating po, repeating. Continuous yung ating decimal. Okay, so for number 9, a digit or group of digits continues repeating without ending. Ayan, so wala pong end kapag terminating. So since sabi dito ay repeating, so repeating po yung numbers natin on the decimal part. The number 10, what is 8.25 divided by 0.01? Ayan. This time, it's divide. Okay, so kapag divide po, kabaliktaran siya ng ating times. Kapag divide, ang move naman po natin ay papunta sa right. Okay, baliktad siya doon sa times. So, since we have 2 decimal places dito, papunta sa right po ang move natin. 2 decimal places. 1, 2. Okay, so this one, it's 825. Okay, so again, 2 decimal places going to the right. So again, kapag divide, tapos decimal, papunta po sa right. Pag times, papunta sa left. Okay, magkabila po. Okay, so for now, we'll have 10 numbers muna po ulit. Tomorrow, we'll be uploading the 11 to 20 or maybe later. Okay, happy studying everyone. Good luck po.